So, welcome to English Gyan Odisha. So, friends, today I'm going to tell you something very interesting. It's quite interesting because it is going to address some of your concern whenever you are trying to speak English. And most of the time, you guys are not able to speak English confidently and fluently because you are not getting the right kind of words at the right time. You fumble a lot. Why? Because you are not getting the right kind of words. Most of the time you complain the same things to me. Sir, I understand everything. I know what is the Oriya meaning of this one. But whenever I'm trying to speak, why these words are not coming to my mind automatically? That's the problem. And today, hopefully, I'm going to address that particular issue. And the issue is that we are not getting the right kind of words or phrases at the right time. Okay. So what exactly, suppose you are trying to speak, you are trying to, suppose I'm asking a question and you are trying to answer that, but you are struggling to get the right words. Why? Because it's not automatically coming to a mind at the right time. It may comes after 5 minutes, but it is of no use. Suppose right now I'm asking, how did you enjoy your day yesterday? But you are struggling to get words right now. After 5 minutes, if you just log out from the platform and sit somewhere else and think that, okay, these words I know, these words that I know, but why I'm not able to speak? That's the biggest problem. Let me tell you, whenever you are trying to learn a words, basically you can learn it. You can learn it. You can go to any news channel, or you can go to a dictionary. You can watch some videos on YouTube. You can get a lot of words. The problem is not about learning. The problem is how to recollect the word. You are not getting the right technique to recollect it. So recollection is the problem. Recollect means to recollect it right. Suppose I'm telling what you can see there. Oh my God, you are struggling to get words because you know that it's not that you don't know. You know that, I'm sure. But the problem is that that particular word is not coming automatically at the right time. It's suppose right now 8:40. I'm going to ask a question to Rajesh. But whenever I'm going to ask that, Rajesh sir knows, obviously. But the problem is that at the right time, 8:40 is not going to get that word automatically here. Then how can he speak? So that's the biggest problem. Let me tell you some things. Suppose whenever I say, guys, pen, obviously the picture of a pen comes to your mind. If I say something called mobile phone, obviously the picture or you can see image of a mobile phone comes to your mind. If I say mother, obviously the picture or the face of the mother comes to your mind. If I say sky, you are looking upwards because you are so accustomed to looking upward whenever I say sky, right? Suppose I say something called shirt, obviously this kind of pictures comes to your mind automatically. But if I say procrastination, no words, no visualization. So that's the problem, my friends. That is something called you are unable to visualize the words. That's why you are not going to get the words particularly. You are struggling to get words because you are not able to visualize it. By learning a lot of things, you cannot remember. By visualizing a lot of words, you can remember. Remember, when you are at the school, standard 4, standard 3, there was a book, Basic English. What you have written there? Apple, APPLE, a corresponding picture will be there. Oh, this is called apple. Okay. Pen, the corresponding, a pen picture will be there. So that is called visualization. You are able to visualize a lot. That's why you are able to remember. But these days, the visualization process, you are not getting frequently. And that's why you are not able to remember. If I say something called upside down, what is upside down? I don't know. But if I say horse, obviously the picture of the horse coming to your mind, that's 100%. If I say Prasanna sir, obviously my picture or my figure comes to your mind automatically because you always watch me. So whenever you visualize something, the recollection process is faster. Whenever you can't visualize it, you are not able to recollect it. So recollection and visualization, that directly proportional. The moment I say, suppose you say, sir, I know a lot of words, I understand, I know the sky is not limit for you, the meaning of that word, I know something called cloud9, but why I'm not able to use it appropriately in a sentence? It's because of the fact you are not able to visualize it. The more you visualize, the more is the power of recollection. So today I'm going to introduce something called IDM. So what is IDM? Just check it out, my friends. It's before you. Okay. Something called IDM. Whenever I say IDM, okay, whenever I say IDM, something called, it's quite interesting. My friends, just check it out. I am going to introduce something called IDM process. Okay. This IDM process is quite interesting. It's there on your screen. What do you mean by IDM? IDM is something called, it's there. Just check it out. Something called image description method. It's there very much. Can you check it out, everybody? It's there on your screen. Arvind sir, Rajesh sir, everybody, Ajay sir, can you check it out?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. It is something called IDM. IDM means image description process or image description method. And this is the technique, my dear friends. Believe me, trust me, it is going to give you that much of momentum whenever you want to speak English fluently. Okay. So before I can, go more, deep into this process, let me put a picture before you. I am going to put a picture before you. Okay. I am going to put a picture before you. Okay. So what is that? This is the picture. And I want you should tell me how best you can describe this picture. Okay. This is a picture before you. So right now, everybody, you have to tell me what do you mean by this? Can you check it out? Can you check it out, everybody? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you can hear me, just describe the picture. If I say describe the picture, please describe it. Rajesh sir, how can you describe the picture?
No idea.
Okay. Arvind sir, Ajay sir, whoever is there, please describe the picture.
A person.
Yeah. Please, sir, speak it up.
A person
Anybody?
hanging on the rope upside down.
Okay, it is something called upside down. That's the exactly what I want to say. What is upside down? That means when, forget about upside down. If you look at a picture like this, before that, you don't know how to, describe it. But the actual, somebody will say that is upside down. Somebody will say that the man is hanging. So actually the process, the man is not in the normal position. Is it a normal position? Normally our legs always rest on the soil and our hands above. But look at, it is something called inverted things. Suppose look at the pen. He's a pen. So this is actually called the right position. If I say just make it downwards, this is called the inverted position, right? So what do you mean by this? If I'm going to give you these things, then you may struggle to find out words. But what is it is called, it is something called upside down. So what is the meaning? Just check it out. The upside down meaning, just check it out. It's there on your screen and I'm going to display it before you. Okay. So whenever I say upside down, if I say upside down, just check it out. Meaning of upside down, into an inverted position. That means with upper part where the lower part should be. Look at the upper part where the lower should be. The man is hanging upside down. So whenever you can find many animals, one animal is there called bat. The bat always hangs upside down. You might have checked it out. So what do you mean by upside down? Whenever I say upside down, I mean to say that whenever it is the inverted position, you can check it out. It's completely inverted. Okay. This is something called upside down. So likewise, I am going to give you a lot of pictures and the corresponding description. And that's right way you can learn spoken English. Okay. So from today onwards, we are going to introduce something called IDM. And this is something called IDM. That means whenever I'm giving a picture, if I easily describe that, that's called IDM. That means you are supposed to, you can describe anything and everything. Okay. So this is something called IDM. Let me check it once more. Here the person, let me put it once more, those who have joined it. Here, just check it out. I can say that the person is hanging. No, the person is hanging upside down. That's the right word. You can say the person is hanging upside down. Look at the person. The person is not a normal position. He's just upside down. Suppose this is my head and this is my tail. If I'm going down like this is called upside down. There's so many things you can say, right? Suppose this is the head and this is the tail. If I just invert it, this is something called upside down. So you got a new word today. And look how the man is hanging upside down. The bat is hanging upside down. So whenever your head remains down and your leg remains up, then that is called upside down. So that is a new vocabulary for you, and just remember it. Right now, let me give you the second picture. Just check it out, my friends. Just check it out and tell me what can you see in the picture itself. First, give your honest view. Don't look for the description, what has been written there. You have to give your own view, because that's the way you can learn. This is the second picture I'm going to give you. Okay. This is the second picture before you. So what you can see? Anybody can tell me what you can see? Let me tell you one word for you. A policeman is keenly observing something. A policeman, and you can check it out, a car met an accident. That's from the picture, it is very obvious. There is a car that met an accident, and obviously the police force has been placed in the service, and we don't find any other survivor or the accident victims. Perhaps they have been taken to the hospital. A lone policeman is standing besides the car. And what other things you can check it out? Anybody? Speak it up. Alok sir, Ajay sir, Ramnath sir, everybody. What exactly you can say? Just check it out. What you can check it out? Can you hear me? Am I audible properly to everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So look at the things. Yeah. ଆପଣ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ନାହିଁ। ଆପଣ ଏଇ କଥା କହିବେ କାରଟା ଉଲ୍ଟି ପଡ଼ିଛି, ରାଇଟ୍?
Sir,
No,
a
sir.
policeman is watching an accident car.
Okay. A car met an accident and policeman is watching. And other things, what is the position of the car? What is the position of the car? Car is in the normal position.
Upside down.
Upside down, sir. Upside down.
Upside down. Okay. So okay. Whenever you say upside down, I say whenever somebody hangs. One more. Please try to try to guess the point. Whenever it's upside down, somebody is hanging upside down. So whenever somebody is, look, this is hanging from my hand. So I can say this is upside down. But here, is it hanging? Is it hanging?
Sir, no, sir.
It rests on the floor. It rests on the road itself, right? So this is something called turn turtle. That's the beautiful words you have learned today. This is something called turn turtle. Turn turtle. Don't worry. I'm going to explain everything. Enjoy the process. If you want to learn something, you have to enjoy the process, my friends. That's all. Nothing else and nothing more. Okay. Just check it out. What is the meaning of turn turtle? It will be displayed. Okay. So what you can say, turn turtle, basically you are using for a boat or a vehicle. Okay. Turn upside down. This is called, look, this is the, this is upside and this is upside down. Right. After the accident, the vehicle turn turtle or the car turn turtle. Look, this is a mouse. You can check it out. Mouse. If I say this is called turn turtle. Are you getting my point, everybody? This is the actual position of the mouse. You know very well. You all are computer graduates. You know how to operate a computer. And this is the right way you can, operate a mouse. If I'm going to put it like this, you can say this is, you can turn turtle. This is something called turn turtle. Turn turtle means whenever turn upside down, means this is the upside, it will go to downside, and this is the downside, it will upside. So that is called turn turtle. So here what you can find it out? What exactly you can find it out? Look, it is 100% sure that car met an accident and the policeman is watching it. No doubt about that. But what other things you can check it out? The other things you can check it out, like what you can exactly check it out, just check it out, like the car turned turtle. The car turned turtle. That means the upside is the downside and the downside is the upside. Is it right or not? Are you checking it out, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So this is something called upside, not upside down. This is called turn turtle. The car turned turtle whenever it met an accident. Look, this is something called a car which met an accident and it turned turtle. Suppose I am sleeping like this. I'll go to this portion. This is something called, look, I am putting like this, I'll go like this. That is called turn turtle. And you know that most of the sleep, the baby turn turtle most of the time. Yes, yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes, sir.
That's what. This is called turn turtle. Look, this is called turn turtle. Suppose a car is going like this. In a films you have seen it. In films, what you can see it like the hero comes and the villain's car is going. He's putting like this. Then the car is turning turtle most of the time. You have seen it in in Ajay Devgan movies. Something called I don't remember that movie. Most of the time you can turn turtle. Singham. Yeah. Okay. It is going like this. It is going, okay, Disham. It is going like this. So this is something called, look, this is, this is the position like that. Suppose this is the front and this is the back side, no? It will come like this. This is called turn turtle. If it's going like this, this is called turn turtle. Most people have a habit turning turtle throughout the night. Your friend, even my brother, they always, and a small baby, like he's always turning turtle. Most of the time he will be just going like this on the bed, right? In the bed he's going like this. So this is called turn turtle. Turn turtle means odiare leuti padiba, ulti padiba, right? So also whenever you are trying to doing pancake, মানে চকুলি পিঠা আমি যেটা করছি আপনি দেখতে, mother is trying to make it turn turtle means এইটাকে সেপারেট করতে সেপারেট এপার্ট করে দেওয়া, like that is called turn turtle. Look at the picture here. This is called turn turtle. Now it's clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So are you enjoying the process? Are you enjoying the process?
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoying the process?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
सर जदि माने भूमि माटी टच हेइथिले ताको हम टर्न टर्टल कहबा जदि छाडी थिओ
that is something upside down. This is something called upside down. I have already given many examples. Look, I'm going to give you this one. This is called turn turtle and this is called upside down. Muktikan sir got it?
Yes, sir, got it, sir.
So this is something called turn turtle and upside down. 2 words you got it today. Right now, let me go to the third one. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, turtle means
turtle.
yeah.
Turn turtle. That is a phrase. Only not turtle. Turtle, that is, turtle is something a different word. But turn turtle means ulti jiba. Look, there is a mouse. Here's a mouse on my palm. It turned turtle. Now we got it. Are you getting my point, check?
एक्चुअली सर
Sir.
ओडिया रे कहया गले कइंचटा जिंदे उल्टी पड़े एक्चुअली मीनिंग टा
Look,
होची राइट
let me tell you, sir. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେ ଓଡିଆ ତ ନ କହିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଭିଜୁଆଲାଇଜେସନ ଦେଖଉଛି। ଆମେ ଓଡିଆରେ ଗଲା ମାନେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହେଇଯିବ। ଆପଣ ଓଡିଆ ଆଉ କଥା କୁହନ୍ତୁନି, ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶ ରେ କେମିତି ମନେ ରଖିବେ ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି। ଆପଣ ପୁଣି ଓଡିଆକୁ ଯିବେ, ପୁଣି ଓଡିଆ ମନେ ରଖିବେ। ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ, this is something called turn turtle. Look, like this, it is there. This is called turn turtle. A baby always turn turtles throughout, whenever he's sleeping, like that. Most of the time he is going there. So turn turtle means you have to, upside down. Most of the time upside down, upside down. That is called turn turtle, turn turtle. But here upside down is used whenever you are not having any, contact with the, land. If I having contact with the land, then you can say. Now it's clear. Ajay sir, it's clear.
यस सर
No, if you have any doubt, ask me something. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. So right now, let me give you a third things to you. And this is some called IDM. Okay, let me give you the third things. So let me give you the third things here. Just check it out. What you can check it out, sir? Can anybody can tell me what exactly you can check it out? Anybody?
what accident ହେଇଛି ଦିଟା କାର accident ହେଇଛି ଆଉ।
Okay. So two cars met an accident. Fine. And other things? Any other things? How can they put something? Basically about the cars.
Both cars are damaged.
Okay, both cars are damaged. Okay, fine. When there is an accident, the car will be damaged. What other things you can check it out, my friends? Please speak it out. Everybody, I just want to know, your visualization power. Look here, what happens? The front end of both cars have a collision. Front end. Look at the front end. This is also front end of that car, and this is also front end of that. And my dear friends, whenever the front end collide, that is something called head-on collision. This is called head-on collision. So what do you mean by head-on collision? Look at the picture and the exact description I'm going to give you. That is something called head-on collision. Head-on collision means whenever two bikes, two cars, or two trucks, anything, or any vehicles, A plus B, any, it can be anything. So that is front end to front end. So that is something called head-on collision. This is something called head-on collision. Okay. So head-on collision, what you can check it out? It's a type of traffic collision. It happens. Traffic means any vehicle related to vehicles, where the front end of two speeding vehicles hit each other. There is a speeding vehicle, let it be a car, and suppose this is a bus, or this is a bus, this is a bike, something like that. The frontal end, the front end of two speeding vehicles, hit each other, and this is called head-on collision. Now we got the point. Are you getting my point, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So this is called head-on collision. It's not accident. Accident is a normal term you can use. Look, suppose I'm standing, I'm just, I'm just walking on the road, and a bike just rammed to me. A bike just hit me. That is an accident. Suppose a boy was falling down from a bike. That's another accident. Suppose a train, there is a train also collide with somebody else. That is an accident. So accident is a very common word, but you have to speak English very fluently, confidently. You should know what is this. This is called head-on collision. Whenever the front end of a vehicle hit another front end of a vehicle, that is called head-on collision. This is called head-on collision. So you can say there was a massive and big head-on collision between two cars early this morning. That's exactly this one I want to tell you. Which one? I just want to tell you, my friends. Okay, this is the things I want to tell you. This is something called a head-on collision. This is something called a head-on collision. So whenever the front end of any vehicles, any two vehicles, obviously accident happens with one or two or three like that. So this is something called your head-on collision. So this is something called head-on collision. Remember what you are learning. This is called head-on collision. two car, you can say there is a hidden collision between two cars early in the morning. Hidden collision. When the front end, or you can say the front end of one car, the front of a bike even go like this. This is called hidden collision. Now this part is clear? Everybody, it's clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes. Ask me.
actually, sir, actually industrial line used for anti-collision. For example, one railway track, two heavy equipments movement.
Okay.
Therefore, no attack and no nearest.
Yes.
So it will be electrical device used for anti-collision.
Absolutely.
Basically,
You are right. You are right. So that is something
Yes.
called anti-collision devices, right?
Yes,
sir?
yes.
So that is called anti-collision. In order to not to have a collision,
Yes, sir.
people put it anti-collision devices so that you cannot put it. You cannot. There not should not be any collision. So that's why I'm
Yes, yes.
telling. So in place of collision, if there is something called anti-collision devices, so obviously there is no collision. That's what exactly we are trying to say, sir.
Yes, right, sir.
Okay, so that's clear. Okay, right now let me give you another picture, and you have to tell me. You have to tell me this picture. What exactly you can point it out? What exactly you can point it? Just check it out. Another picture before you, and you have to tell me something. What exactly happening? Can anybody can tell me? Very familiar sight. Everywhere you can find like this. What exactly they are doing?
Sir, fighting to each other, sir.
Okay, they're fighting each other. Okay, fine. Two boys are fighting. Two school students, two college students are fighting. Any other things you can check it out? Any other things? Look, my friends, what exactly you can find it out? Like fighting can happen. Fighting has many forms. India is fighting Pakistan. So do you think our soldiers are going and they are taking out their collar? No. There is heavy machinery. There will be drone fighters. There will be fighter air just like that. There is a fighting going on between Russia and perhaps Ukraine. You know that. Just started 5 or 6 months before and it's still continuing. That is called fighting. But here what happens? What exactly happens? Somebody is pushing others and others also reacting. Suppose I am going to push Sanjay sir. Obviously, Sanjay sir is going to react because every action is equal and opposite reaction. So as a man, you have to react. And this is called scuffle, not fight. Scuffle means ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଯୋଉଟାକ ଧସ୍ତା ଧସ୍ତି ହବା ମାନେ ଆପଣ ମତେ ଠେଲିବେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଠେଲିବି. So that is called look at he's trying to pull his collar and other guy is trying to pull his collar. So এটা ଧସ୍ତା ଧସ୍ତି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଆମେ କହୁ ଧସ୍ତା ଧସ୍ତି and that particular word is called scuffle. And you know scuffle happens every day among children and we say fight. That's the wrong word. So what you can check it out. There are school students, perhaps they have some degree of rivalry is going on and one is trying to pull the collar of others and the same is happening with that guy also. So that is called scuffle. So let me tell you what is the meaning of scuffle. Okay, and the scuffle meaning is that has been something I have just put it before you. Just check it out. So what do you mean? A close and confused fight from close quarters. What is close quarters? That means you have to come close. Then the fight will happen. ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ ଧସ୍ତାଧସ୍ତି ହବା କେମିତି ହବା ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆଲୋକ ସାର୍ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ସଞ୍ଜୟ ସାର୍ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଧସ୍ତାଧସ୍ତି ହଉଛି ତ ଜଣେ ଜଣଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ଆସିଲେ ତ ଧସ୍ତାଧସ୍ତି ହେବେ ନା ଜଣେ ଜଣଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି ଠେଲିବ suppose you are far away how can I just push you off impossible so that is from close angles but fight can be anything look India Pakistan war ହଉଛି ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ସୋଲଜର ମାନେ ପାଖାପାଖି ରହିକି ଫାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି one will be miles away but there will be drone there will be helicopter there will be lot of missiles and everything is going on so that is called a fight that is called a war okay but fight means very coming close quarters this is a person and this is a person They are coming, he's coming here doing like this. Suppose one guy is coming putting like this, then they're coming close quarter. Whenever two persons come closer and they push each other, that is called scuffle. Now you got the point? Are you getting my point, everybody?
The
sir,
second
yes, sir.
sentence ka?
Two students are scuffling. It can be used with a verb, it can be a
Scuffling.
noun. The first one, first example. There was a
Spelling.
sorry. Oh,
Second
there is some
scuffling.
spelling mistake. SU. You can put it SU. Okay. You can put it like SU. Okay. That was a spelling mistake. Okay. You can put it SUFFL.
Okay, sir.
Okay. SUFFLING in the, that is what there is scuffling. Two students are scuffling, or there is a scuffle among two students. You can check it out. So you can say there is a scuffle or they are scuffling. Like scuffling is, look, quarreling is something, sometimes you can, the two women are quarreling, they bark at each other, they use all slangs. So here, what exactly happens, my friends? They are coming very close angle and trying to put it like this. So this is called scuffle. So how many words you have learned today? One is something called head-on collision. You say this is called scuffle. Something called upside down. And what other things you have learned today? There are 4 words I have given you.
Turn turtle.
Turn turtle.
Upside down.
So this is something called turn turtle. Oh, look, my friend always turn turtle throughout the night. Turn turtle, like this. This is called turn turtle, like that. Turn turtle. So this is something called learning vocabs through IDM. Right now, I would like to ask a question to everybody. How do you like the process? Do you think it's going to help you to improve upon your vocabs? Everybody.
Definitely, sir.
Yes, it's going to.
This is, sir, this is superb idea.
So actually what happens? Swagatika ma'am, hi, Swagatika ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So can you just take out everything? So you have joined right now.
Sir, just a few minutes before I joined, sir.
Oh, okay, fine. The recording will be there. You can check it out.
Okay,
I believe
yes,
everybody has
sure,
gone
sir.
through that. Yeah. So let me tell you, my friends, before I can, tell you something, this is something the best way you can remember a lot of vocabs. You are always telling, sir, I'm not getting words, I'm not getting, because you are not able to visualize. Whenever I say, pen, a pen is coming automatically your mind. It's a bring that pen immediately. You are just coming. Suppose my pen is there. Okay. Suppose my pen is there. So I say, can you just lend me a pen? Immediately your hands goes to a pocket without a second. You say, oh my God, the sky is looking so beautiful. You are looking upward. Why? Because the sky is always upward. It's not downward. That's how your mind has been paid. If I say, wow, the moon looks so beautiful, you are not looking down, you are simply looking up. Am I right? Because that moon is always in the sky. Because this is the way you visualize. You have already visualized, and the recollection becomes faster. The recollection becomes faster because you visualize it. But whenever I say upside down, oh my God, what's that? You are always reading it. You are trying to get the ODI words. But let me tell you, perhaps this is the best word you can learn today. So this is something called this is called IDM. That is called IDM, means image description method. Every day, we have started these things as based on your, feedback. We'll just proceed, because if you don't find it, it's not, it's not worth for you, then no need of going forward, because I know this is the right process. You can recollect a lot of words. Whenever I say upside, you are looking, you have seen birds, baduri upside down. But if today I'll tell you, just describe that bat, you can say, sir, the bats are hanging upside down. But if you don't know that, how can you describe it? If you say, the good accident a truck time pura ulti jaychi, so apan kemti kaibe, oh my God, the car met an accident and it turned total. That's the best way you can say. That's the best way you can say. Suppose you can say few people are mane dhasta dhasti, ye taku theluchi taku theluchi, apan kemti kaibe, oh, There's a scuffle between the two guys, and this is the right way you can learn. Look, you can learn it. I don't have any problems. But the problem is how to recollect. Recollection will come if you know, if you remember the picture. And previously what happens, whenever I'm going to write something on the board, there's no picture. But today I'm trying to convert that particular vocabs through picture. So you can just check out the picture, remember the vocabs, and you can use it. And this is the perhaps the best method. Okay. So